Hey, what's up? It's Glitchy. It's been a while. I don't know how to make videos. I don't know what to do for them. I was going to make another favorites video and like a recent thrift finds or something, but like I feel like a lot of my videos have been like just random stuff I got that's cool. Like, it's this whole thing with YouTube that's just, you buy a cool thing to show it off to people, and I don't want to just do that. I want, like, when I do favorites, I want to just do like seasonal ones like every now and then, but I need more videos to like do in between those. Wow, this is a tangent. I'm not even getting into the video that this is gonna be about. So, I've been getting into knitting. Like, I got these chunky needles. Knitting is really boring. Like, I'm a crocheter, so knitting is kind of a lot for me. And, like, I know how to knit back and forth. That's all I'm doing here. Pearls are not my strong suit, but I can knit. I can do the regular knit stitch. And I got these chunky needles. I don't know what size they are because they came in this little, like, kids knit a hat kit. And it doesn't even fit me. I made it, I kind of switched around the colors because I thought that would look cooler, but it is so tight on my head. It is literally made for kids. But I'm trying to make one. I'm trying to make another one that'll fit my head. And this pattern is completely from scratch. I don't know what I'm doing with my voice. I'm not used to talking this much. But what I'm trying to do with this one is fairly from scratch. I was trying to kind of base it off the pattern for this, but just bigger. But now like I don't know how to do that. I don't know how to like resize it right. So I'm just doing a back and forth, and I'm doing it ribbed. So it'll be this way when it's done. And we're just gonna see how it goes, and if I can actually shape it right at the top, because I don't know how to do that. But if I have to, I'll just make it a cat beanie, because those are easy. I literally just made, not recently, it was, I don't even remember, sometime this year, I made a red cat ear beanie with crochet. It's just the yarn I end up having. I thrift a lot of my yarn, so it's literally just whatever I can find. So, yeah. And I'm just gonna knit it, and this will either be, it's not gonna be a complete disaster, because if I end up making it a cat hat, if I end up making it a cat beanie, it'll still look really cool. But the point is to make another like regular beanie, because I have not made one of those yet, and it would be really cool to knit one. So, is this a good angle? I don't even know. I would just like, I have a phone stand I could, like, overhead or something, but this isn't a tutorial. This is, like, watching me, struggle. Watching me, try to see if I can make this work. But if you want a tutorial, that'll just end up seeing if this works or not. But I don't know, I made 24 stitches. I'm hoping that's a good size. When I'm done with this row, I can, like, show how tall it is on my head. But yeah. Knitting. I don't know what it is, because on the smaller needles it's just really hard to follow along, and I can get really bored with it because it takes so much time to knit things, especially if I'm doing purls. Like, it takes me so long to do a purl because I don't know, I haven't practiced enough with it. It's kind of I don't really want to practice with it because it's kind of hard, but I can do regular knit stitches. I can knit this probably, and if I get more black yarn, I can do black cat hat because I've been wanting to do one of those. I was gonna do it with crochet, but now that I have these big needles, like, it's not gonna be that hard to make a cat hat with these. But for this one, I'm gonna try to make a regular beanie because I have a cat. And yeah, I'm rambling. I'm trying to fill the space. And I feel like I need to talk about everything. But yeah, it's 24 stitches of just back and forth knit stitches, and it's gonna make a pretty decent sized ribbing. And I also like to fold my beanies, so it'll look kind of like that when it's done. And yeah. This has gone on for like 8 minutes, and I'm not even, like, cutting out to, like, yeah. So I will be cutting out in this because this might take a while. But yeah. This is just some random yarn. I balled it up because I don't like when it gets floppy. I do have a yarn bowl now though, so when it gets down to that I might, well, no, I can't because it's already on there. Yarn bowls are great for when your yarn gets floppy, but for a while I just ended up knotting it, or not knotting it, but rolling it up really, really tight into a ball. So that once it gets down to the last bit, it's not floppy because it's all tight. But yeah, this is what I got so far, and I'll come back when I got more on it and see if I can sew it up. And we're back. It wraps around my head now, so I'm gonna start binding it off. And this is just the regular bind off because I don't know any others. If I don't lose the stitch. Okay. I might have to just not not film this part because look at me. I gotta get the right, it doesn't take too much effort to knit and knit and knit. But then when I gotta do something else, then I need more brain power, and takes a little more time. But yeah. We're getting somewhere with it, but literally looks like nothing from what you can tell right now. Basically, I'm just knitting the stitch and then eating the last one off. And I have an idea for how to do this, because I forgot I made one of these on a loom once. Did I make two? I know I made at least one on the loom that wasn't a cat hat, but it's basically like a drawstring situation. I'll probably have to sew these together before I can do that. But yeah, that's what I'm thinking. And this would be really easy if I was making a cat beanie. Because all you do is just knit a bunch of rows until it fits around your head, and then sew it as a rectangle and like fluff out the triangle and the corners. But round beanies are a little different, so we'll see if I can make it work. Now you can see a little bit more has been knit off. And there's only 6 stitches left. And the last one. Gotta get my scissors and cut that off. I might leave it so I can sew some of it in. Okay. And then you pull it through like you do with crochet. I don't know why I'm explaining this to you. I don't know how many of my viewers, I don't have a lot of subscribers. If you want to subscribe, that would be great. But yeah. I don't know how many of my viewers are knitters or crocheters or whatever, crafters in any way. So you're probably not using this as a tutorial, but if you are, I'm kind of explaining what I'm doing. And now you can see more how it fits. I need a yarn needle. I don't know where my other yarn needle went, but I got a bunch. Here's a blue one. And basically, we're just gonna sew this together. Okay. Line it up. Basically, we're gonna create the tube and then figure out how to attach that together. Fun times. I don't know why sometimes it gets stuck. Like, this is too much to have two strands go through sometimes. So sometimes the thread or yarn or whatever gets stuck when I try to sew stuff. I'm debating whether I want to come back to this, because like, this is gonna take a while. Yeah, I'll come back when I'm done sewing up the tube. Okay, we have a tube. And I'm gonna try the drawstringy thing. So basically, you're like skipping around stitches. I don't know if I'm gonna have enough yarn for this. Oh yeah, okay. So you're skipping around stitches until it gets close to being a circle, basically. You can kind of see it right now. It might end up being kind of lumpy, but it's something, right? Yeah, okay, yeah. You can see it a little bit more now. I'm just gonna keep going around until it looks more together. I still have to weave in this end, but basically my parents are talking. Great time to make a YouTube channel when you live at home, right? Anyways. And then keep going around. Kind of works right now, but I'm gonna keep going until I run out of yarn, maybe. might have to like, does this look better inside out? Not really. It's probably gonna look a little funky either way, but it's what we're working with. I'm just gonna keep going with it. Maybe if I flatten it, then it'll look like how machine beanies look. Like the ones you just buy from the store. Like, they're like flat. So if I flatten it, then it'll look like a regular beanie, right? I don't know. Handmade stuff is supposed to be a little funky sometimes, and like it just works, you know. I don't think that was where I was supposed to do it. If I stick that together, will that look less bad? Okay. I think that's all there is to it. I just gotta weave in the rest of this and come back to try it on. Okay. I finished it. It's just a beanie with a funky little top on the end, but if I sit like this, I can't see it. So if you saw it, no you didn't. I made a hat. I made a beanie. I call that a success. It's a little funky, but like, this is great. I haven't made a hat that wasn't. I have made hats that weren't cat hats, but this is the first like wearable one I can actually make. But yeah. Like this if you liked it. Feel free to subscribe. I post very sporadically and my content varies a lot because I have a lot of interests, but you'll probably find something you like here. And yeah, I'll see you around. Bye.